Question number 1. Which of the following applications was developed using Kotlin? Excellent choice. Pinterest is the right answer. Question number 2. What is the correct syntax to display "Hello World" in Kotlin?
On track. Print is the correct answer. Question number 3. Which of these companies is not a member of Kotlin Foundation?
Nice work. You chose Google Android, and it is correct.
Question number 4. How to start writing for a Kotlin cycle to enforce a sequence? Right choice. 4 is the best answer.
Question number 5. What advantage does Kotlin offer by avoiding null references?
Correct response. Improves the security and reliability of the code is the most accurate answer. Question number 6. What data type is used to represent a round-on number in Kotlin? Great thinking. Int is the right choice. Question number 7. What is the file extension used for Kotlin source code files?
Strong choice. KT is the right answer.
Question number 8. What function is published using Kotlin programming language?
Nice selection. ArrayOf is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 9. Which the right code to declare nullable variable in Kotlin? You chose val text, string, equal to null, and it is correct. Question number 10. The file extension containing the Kotlin source code is dash. Good thinking. KT is the right answer. Question number 11. What is the purpose of the safe call operator in Kotlin? Solid response. To test for null values is a valid choice.
Question number 12. What is the entry point for execution for a Kotlin program?
Well done. Fun main is the right choice. Question number 13. What is the correct syntax to use Elvis operator in Kotlin?
Bravo. Val result equal to value. Default is the answer.
Question number 14. Which operator is used for mathematical division in Kotlin? Great job is the accurate answer.
Question number 15. How do I declare variables with float data types in Kotlin?
Smart move. Var my float equal to 3f.fluff is an accurate answer. Question number 16. What type of data is used to represent integers in Kotlin?
Well reasoned. Int is the correct choice.
Question number 17. Which operator is used for string concatenation in Kotlin? Perfect. Plus is the correct choice.
Question number 18. What is the keyword used to declare a variable in Kotlin?
Valid point. Was this true?
Question number 19. What is the correct way to declare integer type in Kotlin?
Excellent. We're in. Int equal to 42 is a brilliant choice. Question number 20. Which of these targets does Kotlin currently not support? Good job. Your answer. Netcore works well here. Question number 21. Which class serves as a subtype of all classes in Kotlin?
Right again. Nothing is a valid answer.
Question number 2. How to create a range of numbers from 5 to 15 in Kotlin?
Smart pick. 4 is the correct choice.
Question number 23. What is the correct syntax to use safe calls in Kotlin? Nicely done. Object is a solid answer.
Question number 24. To declare an array in Kotlin, which function is used?
You're right. ArrayOf is the correct answer.
Question number 25. Which declaration of integer type variables in Kotlin?
You got it. Your choice, Wirren. Int equal to 42 is right.
Question number 26. What is the name of the safe zero operator in Kotlin?
Clear logic. Your choice is sound and 100% true.
Question number 27. Which team did not collaborate to produce Kotlin Dessel?
Sharp thinking. Gradle is the right choice.
Question number 28. What command we use to declare a variable on Kotlin? Exactly. Was makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 29. Which of the following functions is true to Kotlin?
Correct. Fun hello is the right answer.
Question number 30. In Kotlin language, the entry point of a program is...
Well picked. Main function is the correct answer.
Question number 31. How do you start writing an if statement in Kotlin?
Excellent. If is a brilliant choice.
Question number 32. What is the purpose of the val keyword in Kotlin?
You're right. To declare an immutable variable is the correct answer. Question number 33. What is the default behavior of classes in Kotlin? Well reasoned. All classes are final is the correct choice.
Question number 34. Some of the characteristics of the Kotlin language.
Solid response. Statically typed Dan open source is a valid choice.
Question number 35. Which file extension is used to save Kotlin files?
Right again. To Katie is a valid answer.
Question number 36. What is the function of the keyword fun in Kotlin?
Great job. To declare functions is the accurate answer.
Question number 37. Which keyword is used to create a class in Kotlin?
Nicely done. Class is a solid answer.
Question number 38. There are 3 parts in Kotlin multi-platform, namely
Strong choice. Common module, platform module, Dan regular module is the right answer.
Question number 39. What are the main arithmetic operators in Kotlin?
Correct. Plus x is the right answer.
Question number 40. What are the 4 visibility modifiers in Kotlin?
Valid point. Private protected, public internal is true.
Question number 41. How do you start writing a while loop in Kotlin?
Right choice. While is the best answer.
Question number 42. What does the keyword latinate mean in Kotlin?
You got it. Your choice that a variable will be initialized later is right.
Question number 43. Which is a valid function declaration in Kotlin?
Great thinking. Fun sum. Int is the right choice.
Question number 44. What function in Kotlin serves to display data?
Nice work. You chose print and it is correct.
Question number 45. Kotlin is an open source programming language.
On track and is the correct answer.
Question number 46. Kotlin variable declaration that is immutable.
Perfect. Val is the correct choice.
question number 47. What is the current stable version for Kotlin? Clear logic. Your choice Kotlin 1.8 is sound and 100% true.
Question number 48. How to remove an element from a map in Kotlin?
Exactly. Map. Remove makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 49. If you want a nullable Kotlin variable added.
Good job. Your answer works well here.
Question number 50. What element is not a type of data in Kotlin?
Well picked. Decimal is the correct answer.
Question number 51. Dash is a storage location that holds values.
Well done. Variable is the right choice.
Question number 52. Main class used in user interface management.
Correct response. Activity is the most accurate answer.
Question number 53. What year was Kotlin developed by JetBrains? Excellent choice. 2010 is the right answer.
Question number 54. Kotlin Conf Global 23 was held in what city?
Smart move. Amsterdam is an accurate answer.
Question number 55. How many Google apps are built with Kotlin?
Sharp thinking. 70 is the right choice.
Question number 56. In what areas is Kotlin widely used today?
Smart pick. Development of Android web, business and multi-platform applications is the correct choice.
Question number 57. How to write correct parameters in Kotlin?
You chose fun sum, and it is correct.
Question number 58. How can you declare a variable in Kotlin?
Nice selection. Value my dash var. Char is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 59. What option defines a variable in Kotlin?
Bravo. There is num equal to 5 is the answer.
Question number 60. What function is the main one in Kotlin?
Good thinking. Main is the right answer.
Question number 61. Which is true to make variable in Kotlin?
Nice work. You chose val is the final keyword look, and it is correct.
Question number 62. What is the purpose of the Kotlin REPL?
Bravo. To execute Kotlin code is the answer.
Question number 63. By default functions in Kotlin are dash.
Perfect. Public is the correct choice.
Question number 64. Kotlin Foundation wants to fund dash.
Clear logic. Your choice key mom library authors is sound and 100% true.
Question number 65. Is Kotlin an object-oriented language?
Excellent choice. And is the right answer?
Question number 66. What accepts and returns the function?
Right again. Nothing is a valid answer.
Question number 67. What will be displayed on the screen?
Sharp thinking. Hello Kotlin is the right choice.
Question number 68. How do you call a function in Kotlin?
You chose my function, and it is correct.
Question number 69. How to start writing while in Kotlin.
Strong choice. While is the right answer.
Question number 70. Mention the collection in the Kotlin. Good thinking. List, set, dan map is the right answer.
Question number 71. What expansion do Kotlin files have?
Correct. KT is the right answer.
Question number 72. After installing JDK, then configure. Excellent. Java-Home is a brilliant choice.
Question number 73. How to declare a function in Kotlin?
Smart move. Using the keyword
Fun is an accurate answer.
Question number 74. Kotlin supports two paradigms, namely
Well-reasoned. Functional programming than object-oriented programming is the correct choice.
Question number 75. When was Kotlin initially released?
Solid response. 2011 is a valid choice.
Question number 76. What does null mean in Kotlin?
You got it? Your choice, the absence of value, is right.
Question number 77. What is a list in Kotlin?
Well picked. An orderly collection of elements is the correct answer.
Question number 78. Kotlin was developed by
Valid point. NetBeans is true.
Question number 79. Kotlin is a dash.
Smart pick. Programming language is the correct choice.
Question number 80. What is Kotlin?
Nicely done. A programming language to develop mobile applications is a solid answer.
Question number 81. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Right choice. Contact Narayan Chengder is the best answer.